What's good? How y'all doing? So I want to talk about how to fix the NBA. So first we got to start with those refs. These refs are very egotistical. They lead to bad text. You can't clap as a grown man. You can't hang on the rim to save your life as a grown man. You can't curse at another grown man. Not the refs, but another player. You get a text for that. You can't slap the floor. You can't point in the direction of a ref. You can't go and talk to the ref. Everything's attacked. You can't speak to the media about the refs, or you'll get fined $100,000. The refs' privileges is getting a little out of hand. We're gonna start calling ref privilege because it's getting bugged out. Now, also the foul calls. I'm talking about the ones that are blatantly fouls, and they review them and they still get them wrong because their ego is in the way, or they just don't want to be right. They don't want to be wrong. Those are messing up the game. So what we need to do in order to fix that is fine them. So you fine them 10% of their game check on a crucial call during a crucial time of the game. Then you can fine them 30% on a bad tech, one that is straight egotistical, or a foul call, even after it's been reviewed. Also, we need to stop letting players get ejected after they smack each other or after they push each other. That's trash. That makes the game more exciting. It brings the crowd into it. It makes the players want to play more. But when you kicking players out, we all know they're not going to fight. They ain't all James Johnson. If they smack each other, as long as they don't hurt each other, then I feel like it's fine. I'd rather a player or players get their frustration out, punch each other or push each other, talk all that smack, than a player dive on a loose ball. That's more problematic than players arguing, yelling, or shoving each other. Number 2, 3-point shots. Those make the game hard to watch. Everybody thinks they're Steph Curry. They're not. It's making the game terrible. So what I think they should do is allow players to hand check behind the 3-point line and bring in an additional ref. And when the defensive players hand check behind the 3-point line, allow it to be only 3 seconds, and that additional ref is only there for that count and nothing else. Unless, it's like a blatant foul in front of them. Also, I think they should bring the 5 seconds only behind the 3-point line. So, I think college has it where you guard somebody for 5 seconds and they don't move or do anything with the ball. Automatic turnover. I think that'll make the game more fast-paced. It'll make players more creative. And I feel like it'll make them want to go to the rim more or pass it to a big and things like that. Last but not least, I feel like they should bring more defensive opportunities. Like, defensive players should be allowed to hand check. That brings more aggressive style play, more physicality, like I stated before. Also, allow defensive players to stiff arm screens before it is set, but they are not allowed to push off. So, let me explain. So, you know how you playing defense and somebody's about to set the screen on you? You see it coming, you should be allowed to put your arm out to, 1, soften the blow of the screen, 2, to stop the screen from happening, and or 3, to get a good advantage of fighting over or under the screen. Depending on how strong you are, that stiff arm will work. Like I said, you can't push off them. Also, allow defensive players, I said that right. Allow players to put 2 hands on offensive players' back. So, for example, right, we got players like Wembanyama or Dwight Howard. Let's talk about Wembanyama. He's 7'5". It's gonna sound kind of contradiction, but you can't really stop him, even if you're stronger than him. Because all he has to do is turn around and shoot right over you. He's like KD. You can't affect his shot like with your hand in his face. So, I think the best thing to do with players like him is be allowed to put two hands on him. You can't shove him. You can't push him. But that'll stop him from getting comfortable, which I think is fair. That'll allow him to, become smarter, or players like him or like Dwight Howard or to become smarter, pick their spots. And it'll help the defensive players because, like I said, they won't be completely comfortable. And you're allowed to have a chance to somewhat stop someone who's 7'5". And I'm sure he's not going to be the only player in the future that's going to be 7'5" doing what he's doing. So, to nip that in the bud right now, or to make the game more fun to watch, more aggressive, is to allow two-hand check only in the post when the player back is to the basket. You know what I mean? So, or he's fronting you, whatever. But let me know what y'all think. I would love to hear from y'all. And if I missed anything that you feel is very important, let me know. But y'all be safe out here, you heard?